Mm-hmm.
Whatever he decides that day, he could potentially get top 8 at huge tournaments like Pound 2021. That's not an easy thing to do.
Also, I lied. Gatsu 3-0'd Bobby Big Balls, so it's gonna be Ginger versus Gatsu at some point.
It's
So
also
it makes
sick.
sense that we have Aklo versus Eddie Mexico. Oh, sorry, n0ne versus SFAT.
Oh, this is oh snaps! We get to see n0ne SFAT. That's hype. Like we were saying, they have actually played a lot, especially prior to the quarantine era. They've played like 29 times, and 12 times in the online era, going 6-6. So actually very even in the head-to-head over the last year. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this set goes.
I think SFAT being one of those foxes that have kind of like done well against Falcon. Especially as of recently. I think some of the foxes have really struggled against Falcon, but SFAT at least, I think against all the Falcons are at least like, or is at least even or winning, right?
Yeah, it does feel like that. And yeah, historically also just pretty consistent versus the Falcons, like you were saying. Also qualified for Summit, and n0ne is trying to get in through the voting phase. So maybe potentially pick up some votes here. He's able to take this set over SFAT.
So far, I mean, really, stock 1 was just all n0ne, and SFAT kind of like slowly inching his way back. But okay, gets caught with kind of a rogue knee there.
Yeah, definitely. I think the timing mix-up on that was pretty tricky. The no fastball kind of fading back in, catching SFAT doing an Arian, I think. And we'll see the timing mix-ups happening a lot from n0ne's end. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
Timing mixed up, moving mixed up, move mix up, just like everything.
Yeah. You never know what n0ne's gonna do to you next, and you somehow have to be ready for it. But the style that SFAT plays, I think, can be pretty decent against that because of the consistency in the way that SFAT plays.
Right. But, yeah, SFAT not being able to handle all these mix-ups and just all the tricks from n0ne so far, just barraging you with all these like, I mean, all these offensive things, but they're all kind of like weird in their own way, right? Like a bunch of empty pops, all these like weird nair, like second hit nair into jab, whatever kind of things. So it's like it's hard to be ready for all those different things.
Oh yeah, it's really not easy. And even just the speed that n0ne plays at, he's throwing out all these options right in your face, like the speed of light.
Oh, SFAT's got those now. Yeah, shine out a shield into wave shine up smash. Not an easy thing to hit.
When you have stuff like that, it makes the Falcon matchup really turn on its head, because suddenly if you do any kind of, even if you're doing like a nair through their shield, the way the shine can still hit that, right? The shine out of shield. So Falcon then now has to be like a lot more careful with the way that he's gonna be playing on shield. n0ne takes that first game though with the Knight's 2 stock.
Yeah, so clean from n0ne overall. Yeah, it didn't feel like SFAT had too much of a grasp of that first game, but I think we're gonna see FD next. And SFAT's traditionally been really good on that stage. I'm gonna wait a second before talking more about that, but I feel pretty confident about it.
Yeah, I think the punish game gets a little bit more simplified. Fox has the huge potential to actually. Oh, okay, goes FD.
Oh, okay,
instead.
I'm a liar. I'm a liar.
FOD, sorry. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, this pick definitely. Usually in this matchup, you'll see FOD and FD in some order. So.
Right. We actually saw n0ne stage striking to FOD in a lot of the sets at Gommel. So,
oh, really? Against
yes.
Foxes?
Fox or Falco, but stage striking against the Spaceys nonetheless.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, it just really speaks to the confidence that n0ne would have in a stage like this. The counterpicks are just like, all the counterpicks across all the characters really feel like they're losing some of their strength, right? Like their quote-unquote huge strength that they used to have.
Oh, yeah.
Evening up with the stages, as it were.
Like all of them, except for FD.
Except for FD. FD is still there. That's why he's not a neutral anymore. Or a starter.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I was not expecting that up smash to actually like true hit, but great pickup from SFAT. Evens it up. So yeah, even though he got a grab at that or grab, it's kind of hard to combo Falcon at low percent with grab. I don't know that it actually true combos with good DI. So
SFAT catching. Yeah, at low percents, you got to be a little bit more tricky. I think Foxes really like to catch the jump in particular off the up throw situations, and then you get like a huge punish with like up air in those situations. So you might see some of that from SFAT. But so far, SFAT is doing a really good job catching n0ne as they're jumping back. You know, as n0ne is kind of landing with like a knee or things like that, SFAT is just beautifully spacing around it.
Man, okay, let's see. Oh, yep. Wow, great read from n0ne. I think most Falcons would have just gotten up or something there. But...
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just catching them before they even have the opportunity to drift. What can Falcon do? At that point, there's like Falcon is just stuck there. You go up there and you back air, and typically they're not gonna have. I mean, no DI really would have saved Falcon. I mean, you have to do like the crazy whizzy smash DI to even have a chance. But typically, it's just lights out for Falcon at that point. It's a great recognition from SFAT.
Game 3 here. With n0ne, what are we expecting? Game 1 was Stadium, right? So up next, I guess maybe Fountain, maybe Battlefield.
Yeah, Battlefield, I
1 and
think,
2.
has a lot of merits in this matchup from the Falcons' end. You know, you can help a lot on the edge guard. Yeah, so we're going to go Battlefield here. Nothing is like a true strong counter pick, right? There's like some benefits to each stage from the Falcon side, but I mean, Fox is still pretty good on a lot of these stages. So you're maybe wanting to like flesh out 1 or 2 of those strengths. In Battlefield, typically it's like the edge guarding is a little bit strengthened. And then playing off that.
Yeah, tighter neutral game as well, but yeah, that was all SFAT. Yeah, I mean, oh boy.
Ooh, that's dirty. Oh man.
I feel like you don't see that setup like Fox versus Falcon.
No, and also you're really not expecting it at this like level, you know. Oh, that was a great but you're really not expecting it, right? You're like, this is like the thing, this is like the chump check at like pools that you do that kind of run off shine.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah. 4 throw shine, I think. Whatever.
Oh my god, that is just running away with this.
Hello?
Oh, this platform, that was nice. He's waiting out the invincibility. Finally getting that first stock.
I think, yeah, I guess, n0ne had a, oh my, okay, so wait a minute. Am I just crazy? How did he get that?
Yeah, the second up air, he actually had to delay it so that he can, like, as he's jumping back, get the up air. Because if you do it a little bit early, sometimes there's not enough, like, hit stun, and you're, like, in a really weird position. Loses the stock anyway. Gain some momentum back on his side, but... yeah. Crazy combo from n0ne, but SFAT will still take it very cleanly with this 2 stock. Only so much you could do at that point. Dang.
Yeah, I guess, like, what we saw from the Stadium match in particular is just a lot of like the horizontal neutral game, which I feel like is lost a little bit on Battlefield. I wonder if n0ne is going to pick like Dreamland or just like a wider stage. Probably not FD, right? So I'm guessing that really just leaves Dreamland. Okay, so going back to Battlefield.
Battlefield. That is a bold move. I mean, look, some of the situations that n0ne lost the stock in was not really like that back throw shine or whatever throw shine that happened. That would have probably happened in a lot of stages, right? So maybe some of the stocks are not really due to the stage pick in particular.
Right.
I think I agree with you though. Maybe going like a longer stage might have some merits, and at least changing up the way that this neutral is going.
Because the platforms, and I haven't paid too close attention to how SFAT is playing the platforms, but that's really the biggest difference on Battlefield, right? It's, oh my gosh, okay, n0ne doesn't get anything off of it, but I think n0ne did a great job scaring SFAT into like recovering low. So had an opportunity there, but oh, great side B recovery.
Who tries to sniff out a roll, but n0ne just staying in shield for how many ever mix-ups SFAT tried to throw at him.
that empty hop up smash felt almost kind of like n0ne-esque, you know, just like doing empty hop into like an off timing hit, and of course n0ne's not gonna fall for something that's very n0ne-like, right?
True, true. Man, this was looking kind of similar to how that previous Battlefield game was going, though. Just SFAT solidly in control. Forward throw, a good choice. That's a nice DI mix-up, because if you DI in for down throw, that's typically a drop zone knee. So you'll see people usually DI away with that.
Yeah, we've already... Ah, okay. Almost. Yeah, n0ne definitely needs to make something happen without taking too much damage right now. Oh, okay, yeah, I mean, even that's like a trade, but like, you know, didn't really get anything off of it.
Mm-hmm. You'll take what you can get, I suppose, but yeah, need something way bigger. Oh, that's a start. Tries to go for the shine.
Nice. Wow.
Good recognition on where the up B height was going to leave Fox at the end of it, and knowing that the backer would still hit.
I think n0ne went for the edge cancel there. And okay, SFAT finally kind of getting the drift back. Oh, misses the shine. But
That's another chance anyway.
One more chance, right? Okay, yeah, there it is.
What's n0ne gonna do here on this last stock? This is the reigning Gommel champion.
Honestly, this is looking so good for SFAT right now. Oh my god.
Oh wow, that nair lasted for so long. Clips him on the way down.
Oh, yeah. Wow, dash through the knee.
Oh, that roll definitely not intentional. Man, SFAT, what a clean 3-1. Those last two Battlefield games, just not giving n0ne anything to get started, because you saw like a lot of those stomp attempts just get completely punished by the timing of the back air. Like, even though the stomp was like starting up, SFAT recognizes it and just like stuffs it out with back airs over and over again. And then
That's the
spacing around
thing.
the back air, spacing around like Falcon's back airs too. Just solid play from SFAT.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like I think that's kind of the thing with this matchup in particular. Like Fox wants to be up close and personal with Falcon, right? And like Battlefield, I feel like makes that a little bit easier. And I think we did get to see a little of that in the last two games, right? Because like game one, bigger stage, stadium, SFAT had to really work his way to get close to n0ne. But on Battlefield, it's like you have a shortcut with the platforms because the platforms just cover the stage. So I feel like you just by default